Coming up on Laker TV, you'll get to meet our new office secretary, Miss Robertson, who will also share some tips and tricks for when you stop by her office. Also, we'll show you how something as simple as a bowl of soup can change lives. And it's finally here. The new Star Wars movie hits theaters tonight, and we have a sneak preview just for you. All this and more coming up next on this Christmas edition of Laker TV.
Welcome, Lakers, to our final edition of Laker TV this year. Don't worry, we'll be back after the winter break, But this semester isn't over just yet. Good luck to all of you who still have a final left this afternoon to take.
Finals can certainly be a tough time for many of us, and although the long hours of studying may seem damaging to your soul, you'll be all right. And that brings us to our first story. Soup for the Soul is a kitchen that recently opened downtown to serve the people of our community. Their mission? To soothe the souls of those who have found themselves down and out. Producer Kennedy Kelly shows us how something as simple as a bowl of soup can change lives.
To serve the hungry of our community by showing the love of God through giving food for the body, kindness for the soul, and hope for the future. The founder of Soup for the Soul says that this is her mission. Soup for the Soul, a local soup kitchen located at 411 Maple Street here in Murray, Kentucky. They have been serving Monday through Friday since June 1st of 2015. I asked founder Debbie Smith what Soup for the Soul is all about.
We feed people. They come in here from 4 to 6 p.m. and have a nice warm meal. And it's also for fellowship. We have a lot of elderly people that don't want to eat alone, so they come in here.
Smith says that the soup kitchen is more than just a place for someone to eat. It's a place for lives to be changed and souls to be touched. Susan Rowland, a community member, says that Soup for the Soul is putting her life back together.
I didn't know this place even existed. April 9th of this year, I was in Marion. I'm a disabled veteran. Was in Marion on a ventilator and had a stroke. They didn't even know I was going to survive. They called my parents from Florida to come up and discuss pulling the plug for me.
6 months later, Susan was asked to volunteer. While she was hesitant to jump right in, she still goes. And she says she is forever grateful.
I walked through the door with my walker, and I actually had to sit. It has a seat on it. I had to sit. And I gave out cookies. And it was the best day of my life.
After this day, Susan's life started to flourish. She became the most outgoing and joyful person. She could bring a smile to anyone's face. Susan says after this day, she started to surround herself with the best friends she's ever had.
I knew right then and there, not only did I make a best friend that night, I made a community of friends. I could never ever thank anybody for what they have given me.
Here, she has found people that don't care that she has a disability. They care about who she is, who Susan is as a person.
They come up and they hug me. Oh, I'm so glad to see you, Susan. You know, and they know my name, and they know how much this place has aided in my recovery.
And that's just it. That's what Soup for the Soul is all about. Not just feeding the hungry, but reaching out to the lost.
And I was lost from April 9th until October 18th when I walked through this door, because Susan was a cat owner. But now Susan is so much more, because I am what my heart is. And I am surrounded with so many great people.
This place is not only impacting the grown adults of the community, but also the children of the community.
I want to see people baby food for my birthday instead of toys.
Wonderful. And how old are you turning? Is it today? 5?
Yeah, 4 days ago.
Lala, a little girl with a huge heart.
You know, all these people that you see behind you, they're all getting to eat a good meal because of you, because you're helping.
This is a demonstration of what this place is doing for our community, reaching out to the young and the old, impacting the lost, and sharing the love of God by giving food for the body, kindness for the soul, and hope for the future.
I know that this place has changed my life forever. These people have changed my life forever. I have responsibility other than feeding my cat. You know, I'm trusted here. I'm loved here. I'm a part of here now. And that's the best thing I could ever ask for in my life.
You may be wondering how you can get involved with Soup for the Soul. All you have to do is form a team of 8 and schedule a time to volunteer. They always take money donations, but would love to see your face there in person.
With black powder season coming to a close, deer season and deer hunters alike are winding down. I spoke with one of the many deer hunters here at Calloway a week or so ago to see what he knew and experienced. And boy, did he have some really cool and interesting stories.
Ah yes, another beautiful morning, and the only people up are hunters like Taylor's sons.
When it all started out, I started right around when I was 6 or 7 years old when it really started, you know. My stepdad really got into it, and he really enjoyed been doing it his whole life, and I seen him, the way he acted with his buddies, you know, whenever we was at deer camp and stuff like that, and you know, seeing him and my dad and, you know, all my family members, kind of, it's just the time well spent with family and friends, you know, whether you're with your buddies on the road going to Missouri or whether you're, you know, just sitting at home at the house.
Taylor says he has hunted many animals, including the white-tailed deer and javelina.
In my eyes, whenever it's not just about, you know, who's got the biggest horn or, you know, who killed the most ducks that day. It's when I'm in a deer stand, you know, I'm at peace. I'm one with nature.
Still, Taylor says that you don't have to get something in order to have a good time.
Something, you know, getting out there, wildlife, you know, nature, it's just enjoyable.
And as the sun sets, the hunter goes back home for the next hunt. For LakerTV, I'm Josh Bailey.
They're proud of me, you know, I've accomplished something.
Thanks for giving us an inside look of the hunting world and outdoors, Josh.
Well, Lindsay, after the break, we have a preview of something out of this world, the new Star Wars movie that hits theaters this weekend and that I'm personally excited for.
Oh, same.
You'll also hear from a local man who is making sure no child goes without a toy this Christmas.
Sounds like stuff you wouldn't want to miss. Don't go anywhere, Lakers. We'll be right back.
You're watching LakerTV with Lindsay Stairs and Josh Bailey.
He's the man in charge, and he spends all his time running around trying to make sure everyone is happy. No, I'm talking about Santa. I'm talking about our principal, Mr. Randy McCallum. A few weeks ago, a couple of our rookie reporters followed Mr. McCallum around so they could show us a little more about the wizard behind the curtain.
Good morning, Lakers. We have some announcements this morning. Welcome back.
Calloway County High School Principal Randy McCallum spends his day working on an array of duties.
I will probably open anywhere from 200 to 300 emails a day.
Even with all these obligations, Mr. McCallum still finds time to spend with students during the school's extracurricular activities.
If Beta Club is what a student really enjoys, you know, I want to be a part of that when I can. Might go to an academic team meet or a trip. That's one of the tougher parts about the job. It doesn't end at the end of the day, whenever that is. It could be 9, 10, 11 o'clock.
And with this, he continues his 30-year run as one of the leading administrators in the Calloway County school system. For LakerTV, this is Nehanda Buzik-Langham signing off.
Last night was the night that many of you have been waiting for and just dying to see. That's right, I'm talking about the Star Wars premiere, The Force Awakens. The movie has been predicted to crush all box office records, and Adam Oates has the overview of one of the most beloved franchises coming back to the big screen.
I'd say just from the trailers, from everything they've released already, it looks great.
But it's supposed to be really good, and I'm anxious to see it.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
Dude, I've seen the trailers and stuff for it. I can just say, dude, I cannot wait.
From the original Star Wars saga comes the new Star Wars 7, The Force Awakens. The story leads off from the last movie, Star Wars 6, Return of the Jedi, and builds from there. The original cast from the series is still there, including Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and many others.
The dark side.
There are also some new cast members such as Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Adam Driver, and many others.
The Force. It's calling to you.
After 30 years of peace and defeating the Galactic Empire, Han Solo and his allies face a new threat from the evil Kylo Ren and his army of stormtroopers. To defeat Kylo Ren, they have to use the Force once again.
Just let it in.
Every year, the ladies in the harbor work hard to provide Christmas to the less fortunate. However, they couldn't get all of the gifts they needed from the community without some help. One business in particular goes above and beyond to make the Christmas season a little brighter for those in need. And here's Kevin Robinson with more on the story.
Jeremy Price is an employee at Max's 641 Towing. He tells us how and why the business got involved in towing for toys.
Hello, I'm Jeremy with Max's Towing. We started the Towing for Toys about 3.5 years ago. My boss decided that he wanted to help out the community some with the kids in the community through Murray and Calloway County school systems. We just decided that we needed to help some people, so we decided to do this Towing for Toys, just to help collect toys for the kids in need in the county. So
we asked him which age groups the business tried to help out with the event.
We targeted from newborns all the way up to 18-year-old. We get anything from stuffed animals to nail kits for girls. We get baby toys, Legos, cars, all kinds of stuff. Right. I mean, we did, had lots of toys. So this is the biggest year that we've had so far.
We also asked how the turnout was at the end of the event.
This year we probably collected, money-wise, we got $6,000 in donations. Toys that we had donated and everything all together about $10,000. This is our third year that we've done this, and by far it's at least doubled if not tripled of last year.
Max's 641 Towing is now accepting donations for next Christmas, and it's great to know that people are doing their part to keep the Christmas spirit alive, especially for those who need it most.
Our show last week featured a story about a disabled student in our building. Well, Bradley Smith saw that story, and that inspired him to go to one of our elementary schools and take a look at other students who also have disabilities, and the teachers who help them overcome the hand that life has dealt them.
Special education can be one of the most difficult jobs in a school, so those who choose this line of work are some of the most valuable assets to the education system. I asked North Elementary teacher Denise Steele how she knew that this was right for her.
Well, I love to work with kids that have challenges because it seems like they're at a disadvantage in this world, and so I like to be able to work with them and get them extra help.
She said that the increased difficulty is worth it because,
well, we have a lot of paperwork and all that kind of stuff, but whenever you see the kids be able to do something they've never been able to do, it just makes it that much worthwhile.
She has many fond memories of this class, but cherishes one more than the others.
Definitely taking them to the rodeo. That was an experience. I got to see the cattle and the little goats and the horses and all that, and they really enjoyed all the animals. So definitely the rodeo.
For Laker TV, I'm Bradley Smith.
When we come back, you'll meet our new front office secretary, and we'll find out what you all plan to do over the holiday break.
Stay tuned. Laker TV will be right back.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
On the first day of paintsmas, my mother gave to me a study guide for the EOC.
On the second day of paintsmas, my girlfriend gave to me 2 reject notes and a study guide for the EOC.
On the third day of paintsmas, my mother gave to me 3 ornaments, 2 reject notes, and a study guide for the EOC.
On the 4th day of paintsmas, my father gave to me 4 dirty words, 3 ornaments, 2 reject notes, and a study guide for the EOC.
On the 5th day of paintsmas, my family gave to me 5 ways to play. 4 dirty words, 3 ornaments, 2 reject notes, and a study guide for the EOC.
Man, Christmas got me blue. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hey man, it's cool. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Try your best to not get the flu.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, one question for you. Why did we finish the 12 days?
Be honest, budget cuts.
Oh, see you next year. Run TLZ is out.
We had a lot of fun making you guys laugh this semester.
And in the process, we messed up a lot and made ourselves laugh quite a bit.
This is our Christmas gift to you.
Like you're on the screen.
To check squat!
Tomorrow's Halloween.
It is. What else do they need to know, Brad?
I thought that was your line.
Hey guys, tomorrow's Halloween.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Alright.
Okay, my name is McKenna Frederick, and my number is 270. I'm sorry I can't give it to you.
Hi.
Let's get it on.
Bob Saget. Hey, Bradley, you need to do it. What am I doing?
Just.
What's mine is yours, honey boo.
I heard that. It's my man.
What you're talking about, Lily?
Forget what
Oh, no.
What now?
If she is bad.
Brother.
You can still hear him squalling.
What does he sound like?
It's Aggie Azalea.
Yeah, I tell you, I can't sing, but you know what else is bad? I can't believe you rejected Bradley. He's lonely. He needs a woman. You know that?
Well, better that than taking another bar of soap.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm real sorry about that too.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
Like I got a piece of gum afterwards, but it just tasted like minty soap. So. Don't worry, folks. The show's almost over. Meanwhile, the art department at CCHS has a new face this year. After Miss Sandy Sasso retired last year, Mickey Garrison moved over from the middle school to do stuff like, teach art and coach football. And everyone knows those two things always go hand in hand.
This year's students have received a new art teacher here at CCHS. Art instructor Mickey Garrison has big shoes to fill for Miss Sasso's retirement.
I was at the middle school for a long time. Just being over here, I love this age group. I love the teachers and everyone that's over here having a blast.
Art students here at CCHS have a lot to offer with their talents.
More mature artists, and at the level that they're working at is exciting, and so because of that there are high expectations.
Although it is Garrison's first year at the high school, he's looking forward to building a strong art department.
But kind of learning as I go in some ways, but I have a lot of support, and the students are helping me. The NEHS organization is going to be a huge help, and with all the great leadership that's in that.
There's a lot in store for CCHS's art program now and in the future.
After Ms. Claudia Carson retired from the guidance office last year, main office secretary Maria Vincent moved across the hall to take over that vacancy, and that left the chair open in the main office for a new receptionist this year. Her name is Andrea Robertson, and she's got a few tips for students about office business.
Hello, high school, this is Andrea.
Miss Andrea Robertson is the new main office secretary of Calloway County High School.
My main job here is attendance. I do all the check-ins, check-outs, and when people are absent. And my secondary job is putting out fires all day. Any problems that come up, questions that parents or kids have, then I try to answer them and take care of things.
Although it's her first year on the job, Miss Robertson was already connected to CCHS through the band program.
Well, I'm a band mom. I've been the lead chaperone for several years now, so I know most of those kids, and it's essentially the same thing.
Miss Robertson deals with students and parents every day. One thing she would like to give is advice to students on how to make her job easier.
First, you put your name here, your name, not your parents' name, and your time in or out, whether you're check in or check out, and do your best to please put it in the right column. It's not rocket science, people. Only your parent would sign here, and then here you put your reason. Why are you absent? Reasons are personal illness, not your pet, just you, death in the immediate family, or a school-approved trip, a driver's license or permit, which must be done in a 2-block class limit, and then any other reasons as determined by Mr. McCallan.
With everything that Miss Robertson does, she does enjoy it very much.
Well, I love that it's crazy. Dealing with teenagers, you never know what you're going to run into in any given day. Every day is completely different, and it's exciting.
And for LakerTV, I'm Cody Orr.
I'm sorry we didn't animate you, Miss Andrea. Well, Josh, what do you have planned for Christmas?
Well, I'm not much of nothing. Not much of nothing. I'll probably sit around and gain all 15 pounds that I've lost back.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to sleep and hopefully see my grandmother.
Right.
She's a right angle. It's wonderful. She cusses at her cats.
Sounds just about like me.
That's where I got my crazy from. All right. But my holiday's pretty bleak, but hopefully some of yours are better. Chassie Ross and Tana Robertson walked around and asked you guys what you have planned.
What are your plans for over Christmas break?
Spend some time with family, get to see my grandson, and just enjoy some time off from school.
I have a basketball tournament in Bowling Green, so we're going to be there.
We're going to Virginia, and we're going to be in a resort, and it's going to be really cool. It's like a resort that has a water park inside of it and a ski resort outside. So
I'm delivering presents and hopefully getting some new clothes because these are dated back to 1972.
Well, I have 2 different basketball tournaments I'll be going to. We have the home win before Christmas, and then after Christmas I'll be headed to Bowling Green. Maybe we'll have some shopping while we're there.
What is it? It's Friday, right?
Yeah.
So it's Friday. I put the trash out on Fridays. That's it.
Sitting at home and do nothing because I don't want to do anything.
Okay.
For Christmas, I am going to eat a lot, I'm going to rest a lot, and I'm going to watch my Steelers claim the AFC North Division Championship after people had written them off many months ago. So it's going to be an awesome Christmas. Go Steelers, go Lakers, Merry Christmas.
I'm going to go, and all my family's coming down for a family reunion at my grandma's. I am visiting my family in Texas.
Sleeping. Star Wars marathon with a girlfriend.
I'm going to spend some time with my family, and my sister and brother and our families are going to go to a cabin in the mountains for a few days.
Please. Please. Do you not like Christmas? No.
Well, that's it for this final Christmassy edition of Laker TV.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, almost called it Chanukah, Happy Kwanzaa, or whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays from us to y'all. We'll see you next year on Laker TV, and as always,
Happy New Year!
Wait a minute, what?
I mean, go Lakers.
There you go.